You might think your dog forgets everything the moment you give them a treat, but that's far from the truth. Dogs may be loving and forgiving, but there are certain things they will never forget, and some they may never forgive you for. Whether it's something you do without realizing or a mistake that could damage your bond forever, these 10 things can deeply affect your furry friend. And trust me, number 7 is something most dog owners are guilty of with heartbreaking consequences. Stick around to the end. You might be shocked by what you've been doing wrong all along. 1. Betraying their trust. Have you ever promised to take your dog for a walk, but didn't follow through? 2. It may seem like no big deal, but for your dog, it's a serious betrayal. Dogs are extremely loyal animals and build their expectations based on what you communicate. So when you say, let's go for a walk, and don't follow through, they feel confused and even frustrated. And here's the worst part. If this becomes a habit, they might lose trust in you. Unlike us, dogs don't understand excuses or last-minute changes. To them, a broken promise is a broken bond. Tip: only promise what you can deliver. Your dog's trust is precious, and once it's lost, it's hard to win back. 2. Lack of routine and consistency. For dogs, routine equals security. They don't understand time the way we do, but they definitely know when it's time to eat, walk, or rest. When their routine is constantly changing, it causes confusion, anxiety, and even destructive behavior. Imagine waking up every day at different times and never knowing when your next meal will be. It's stressful, right? Well, for dogs, it's no different. Constant changes in feeding, walking, or playtime schedules negatively impact their emotional well-being. A stable routine creates a sense of predictability where your dog feels safe and relaxed. Remember, consistency is love. For dogs, stability is more valuable than 100 new toys. 3. Harsh physical or verbal punishment. Hitting, yelling, or scaring your dog will never be an effective way to train them. In fact, it only creates fear, insecurity, and in some cases, aggression. Unlike humans, dogs don't connect the dots between their mistake and the punishment, especially if it's not immediate. For example, if your dog pees in the wrong spot and you scold them 5 minutes, later, they have no idea what they did wrong. To them, you're just being aggressive for no reason. Physical punishment doesn't teach them. It only creates trauma. The ideal approach is positive reinforcement. Reward good behavior with treats, affection, and praise. A dog trained through fear obeys out instinct, but a dog trained with love follows you out of trust and respect. For lack of attention and affection, dogs are social beings and need interaction to feel happy and safe. Ignoring your dog for long periods or only giving attention when you have time can lead to loneliness and even depression. Some people think feeding and providing water is enough, but it's not. For dogs, attention is love in the form of presence. They don't understand why you spend hours on your phone or computer and don't play with them. Without attention, your dog might develop destructive behaviors, excessive barking, or even become withdrawn. Try setting aside at least 15 minutes a day to play, pet, or just be present with them. For your dog, that time means everything. 5. Leaving your dog alone for too long. Dogs weren't meant to be alone for long periods. They are social animals that rely on interaction to feel emotionally stable. When you leave your dog home, alone for 8, 10, or even 12 hours with no company or mental stimulation, they don't understand why. This extended isolation can trigger separation anxiety, causing them to cry, bark, excessively destroy furniture, and even develop health issues. Many owners mistake this for bad behavior, but it's actually your dog crying for help. To prevent this, try leaving interactive toys, providing an enriched environment, or hiring a dog walker or doggy daycare. Before we move on to the next topic, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more dog care tips. 6. Lack of socialization. Socialization is one of the most important phases of a dog's life, especially in the early months. If a dog isn't exposed to new people, animals, sounds, and environments, they can develop fears and phobias that last a lifetime. Imagine a dog that's never seen a motorcycle or met strangers. When they finally encounter these things, their reaction is fear, barking or even running away. This happens because they weren't prepared for the world around them. Proper socialization involves exposing them to various environments and controlled interactions with other dogs and people. A well-socialized dog is more balanced, brave, and less likely to develop anxiety. 7. Forcing them to face their fears. Forcing a dog to confront their fears might seem like building courage to humans, but for dogs, it's pure panic. If your dog is afraid of fireworks, thunderstorms, or water, pushing them to face it head-on can cause permanent trauma. Unlike us, dogs don't understand the concept of facing fears to overcome them. Their brain sees the trigger as a threat, which only increases their fear. The right way to help them is through gradual desensitization, slow, positive exposure to their fears with patience and positive reinforcement. Fear can be reduced, but only if handled correctly. 8. Lack of mental stimulation. A bored dog is a destructive dog. Dogs, especially smart breeds, need daily mental stimulation to stay happy and balanced. Without cognitive challenges, they'll likely experience boredom, anxiety, and destructive behavior like chewing, furniture, or digging holes. This isn't bad behavior. It's a cry for mental stimulation. Interactive toys, scent, games, and training exercises keep their mind sharp. A tired dog doesn't destroy your house. They take a nap. 9. Neglecting their health and hygiene. Your dog's health and hygiene are about more than just giving them an occasional bath. Many people underestimate how overgrown nails, dirty teeth, and fleas affect a dog's comfort. Imagine walking all day with long, painful nails or living with constant tooth pain. That's what your dog feels without proper care. Lack of hygiene can cause infections, skin diseases, and even heart issues from untreated dental infections. Regular vet checkups, vaccinations, nail trimming, and teeth brushing prevent serious health problems. Taking care of your dog's health isn't a luxury. It's a basic act of love. 10. Sudden changes in their environment. Moving to a new house or changing your dog's environment without preparation can leave them confused, anxious, and feeling abandoned. Unlike humans, dogs build strong emotional connections with their surroundings. The right way to introduce a new environment is gradually. Take your dog on walks around the new neighborhood. Let them explore the new house before moving in and bring familiar items like their bed and toys to make the new space feel like home. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced any of these situations with your dog? Have you noticed any changes in their behavior due to these common mistakes? Maybe you've learned a valuable lesson along the way that could help other dog owners. Drop a comment below and share your experience. Your story might make a difference for someone struggling with their furry friend. Dogs rely on us for love, guidance, and security, and understanding their needs is the key to a happy, healthy relationship. By being aware of these mistakes, we can create a stronger, more loving bond with our pets and ensure they feel safe, happy, and understood. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the comments and in the next video.